Hello and welcome to this lab demonstration on configuring Active Directory, joining a domain. After completing this lab video, you will be able to join a vCenter server to an Active Directory domain. Joining a vCenter server to an Active Directory domain does not yet change how administrators log in when using the vSphere client, but it is the first and fundamental part when you want to use Active Directory to authenticate vSphere administrators. Since we will use the VMware vSphere client to join the domain, you should be familiar with the vSphere client user interface. Note that in this lab we will have to restart the vCenter appliance. This is done from another user interface, the vCenter Server Appliance Management Interface. In the first and only task of this lab, we will join a vCenter server to the vclass.local domain and verify that the server successfully joined Active Directory. Then we will log into the vCenter Server Appliance Management Interface and restart the vCenter Server Appliance. Finally, we will periodically refresh the vSphere client URL in the browser until the login page appears, so that we know that the vCenter server is back up. We want to perform the configuration on vCenter server SA vCSA01. So the first step is to connect to this server. Then we log in using the default administrator account, administrator@vsphere.local, and the configured password. Now let's join the domain. From the menu drop-down menu, we select Administration. And now, under Single Sign-On, we click Configuration. We select Active Directory Domain. And we see the only existing vCenter server that we have, SA vCSA01. And you can see that our vCenter server did not join any Active Directory so far. Now we click Join AD. And in the dialog, we start with the domain, and we want to join the domain called vclass.local. We could specify an organizational unit. If we don't specify an organizational unit, then the default container in the Active Directory will be used. And we have to provide a username that has sufficient rights within Active Directory to join our server to the domain. In our case, this is administrator@vclass.local and the password that is configured for this user in Active Directory. Now we are ready, so we can click Join. And you can see up here that it says node SA vCSA01 vclass.local has joined the Active Directory successfully. Reboot the node to apply changes. So we have to reboot our vCenter server appliance, and this is done from a different user interface. We need to do that from the vCenter server appliance management interface. So let's open a new tab and connect to that vCenter Appliance Management user interface. We have a bookmark here, but you can see that it refers to our vCenter server, but to a different port number, port 5480. Now we want to log in to the vCenter Appliance Management interface. And we have to use a local username here, which is the root username. So we log in as root and the password of that user. In the vCenter Server Appliance Management interface, we now have to go to the Actions menu item on the top right corner of the screen. We click it and then we choose Reboot. We confirm by clicking Yes. And now the vCenter server is rebooting. This will take some time. So what we can do is we can go back to the previous tab, to the vSphere user interface, refresh the screen, and you see that we are not able to connect. This is because the server is currently rebooting. Now we will periodically refresh this page, and once the server is back up, we should see the login page again. Finally, my refresh brought us back to a login screen. Depending on how often you try to refresh, you may see intermediate states where you get some error messages. This simply indicates that the server itself is up, but the web interface might not yet be fully ready or fully loaded. You may get 404 error messages or something similar. Just ignore all of those. The idea is that we wait until the vCenter server is fully back up and the user interface is ready to log in, which we see now. We are back at the login screen. So we joined the domain, we've seen that, and we restarted our vCenter server appliance. Congratulations, you have completed the Configuring Active Directory, Joining a Domain lab demonstration video. In this lab, we joined our vCenter server SA-VCSA01 to the vclass.local domain in Active Directory. As part of this activity, we restarted the vCenter server appliance. Remember that we had to use a different user interface for restarting the server, the vCenter server appliance management interface. Then we made sure that the vCenter server is back up. Be aware that we only joined the Active Directory domain at this point. If we want to use Active Directory to authenticate vSphere client users, we have to perform additional configuration steps. Thank you for watching this lab demonstration video. I hope the knowledge acquired here will help you with your daily job assignments, and good luck as you continue your journey in VMware world.